Hey guys, Oakpower here. I've got some shit to talk about that's actually really serious, and this could be like a 30-minute video, I guess, man. More like 15, hopefully, but it's something that's actually really, really important to me. And it's not just to me. I think it's just important to the entire League community. That's why I'm sitting here with the subreddit Discord open just to talk about this. And I do have screenshots of this, and if this video does take off, I'm going to release those screenshots in a second follow-up video. But I think this is incredibly important, not only for just the League community, but I think it's important for the entire internet community to recognize this. And it's something that I think needs to be big, needs to be a voice heard. And that is, we have a problem in the League community. And it happens on the forums, it happens on Reddit, it happened in this Discord of just straight pedos. And this isn't a joke, man. This isn't like a troll. Right? I normally, I tell funny ass stories, but I've been debating whether I talk about this for a while now because what's happening is these people are friends with the mods, with the people in control of the forums, the Reddit. And so, anybody that's called this out so far has been banned or in the post deleted. In fact, I was commenting in this Discord earlier. I haven't. It's like I haven't posted all in the subreddit meta. Um, and this is stupid. It looks like I haven't posted at all. I have, and I know some moderator took it down. So you guys are probably wondering, well, what the fuck is the fuss about? So a few days ago, I received a message on Discord. It seemed like it was from a bot, but it told me to join. It basically described the situation. There's a problem of pedos in the community. I was curious, well, what the fuck is this? Well, the person had legitimately shown all of this in screenshots and in pictures. I have all said screenshots and pictures, and I'm willing to release them. I just want to know that there's a demand to make this change. And it seems that, though I don't think all the moderators are necessarily bad people, I've chatted with many of these guys, or I've seen these guys chat, and they just don't seem like bad people. But the issue is, I think that these people don't understand the severity of what's happening. And just so we're all clear, this is what's happening. They are people online, and they have preyed on young children in the forums. They preyed on young children in Reddit, and there are places all throughout you can find this. And it is completely and 100% not these kids' faults, but these older men who are clearly pedophiles have been going after these little kids. And this is the most solemn video I've ever made, just because I know this is a problem and I want to get it out there that we need to make a change. And I'll be going to do the forums. I'm going to be just pulling up just a few examples of what I've seen recently, and then I'm also going to talk about my personal experience with this because when I originally got involved with League, I was a 12-year-old kid, man. This was a long time ago, so I think that this would probably be one of those things that I'm gonna need your support on this. I'm telling you that right now. I'm gonna post this to Reddit. I'm gonna try to get my message maybe to Keemstar or uh, shit. What's the other one? I don't know, man. Scarce. There it is. I'm gonna try to get my message to them. Hopefully they can make this story public. If they can't, that's fine. I'm gonna try to get as much support on this video. But this is a problem. This is an actual problem in the League community. I'm not talking about people being overly toxic. I'm not talking about Donkey leaving League, which was forever ago. It was almost a year ago. I'm not talking about Sky Williams being gay, because people apparently have that issue. But I am saying this is a legitimate problem we have in this community, and I think that we need to take steps nowadays to fix this problem. Um, are on the league boards, and you see I went to team recruitment. This is where you normally get the most issues, I guess, with this. I'm just gonna tell my own personal story of a few years ago, when I was just browsing the boards, and I just came upon something. This is like the most serious video I've ever made. I want everybody to take this seriously. Normally I make stupid stories about stuff that's happening. This is a really serious story that I think everybody needs to take really incredibly seriously. So one day I was just browsing through the league boards, right? And I saw a thing. I was just bronzing, man. I'm still not that good now, but I was okay. I was bronze like I think 3, which is pretty damn good for a 12-year-old playing on like a goddamn trackpad the entire time. I did have a mouse, but like I played on a laptop, and unfortunately, this is what happens. So there was a guy, and he said, "Well, bronze, low bronze, looking for teams to play with." And I was like, "All right." So I gave him my Skype, just like one of these guys, right? And we were gonna do rank fives, and we sat there, and it was me and this one guy for a little bit, and then I noticed about the people he was bringing. He immediately accepted me. Then I noticed that the people he was bringing in had one of his buddies, and these guys were much, much older than me, like much, much older. And they were very creepy, to say the least. They were constantly asking me what I looked like, what I was wearing, that type of stuff. They knew I was a little boy, right? And I think they clearly took advantage of that. Uh, they went on to talk about how they how they wanted wanted me to join their team, right? And so I noticed something, and thinking back to it now, I probably should have stopped at this point because I already knew about how the internet was. But when they went to pick more people to the team, they said, "Oh yeah, you're in instantly." Went to pick more people for the team. They there were 2 guys, right, and me, and they always would pick the young kid, right? If there's like an older guy, even though he probably is better, they pick the younger kid. And every day, so it was me, 3 young kids, and these 2 older guys. And we were constantly in Skype calls. And I at this point was actually losing interest in League. I was a little kid. I couldn't keep interest in something. So I lost interest in League. But, I'd get on every so often and play with them. And I was just casual, honestly. I wasn't really that hardcore. And, this goes on for a little bit, right? And this was on my original Oak Power account, which I'm pretty sure nowadays is not only banned, but is also, like, completely made into a new account. I think somebody else took the name. But, I was playing with them, and let me just tell you guys what happened. It's easier to tell. So one night, I was on Skype, right? And this is what happened. I opened up Skype, and I'm just talking with them. They add me to a call. These 2 old guys, right? They have their cameras on. They're talking, and it's clear these guys are mid 50s, late 60s, at least. And it seems as if they are, just talking about stuff. And I see the guys that I'm playing with, this kid was actually younger than me. The kid was like 8, and he had his cam on, and they were just talking, and they start asking him to remove clothes. And at this point, it's pretty damn easy to tell. These guys were damn pedophiles. If you were my age, I had no idea. So the kid had his shirt off. He was just chilling in his underwear then. So at this point, I made the decision just to leave the Skype call. I think the reason why is I had dinner. But these guys were, just to be clear, were getting this one kid to remove clothes for them in front of them on a cam show on Skype, and they were using this league board as a way to prey on them and get them into Skype calls with them. And I know this still goes on today because I shared my story recently with a group of friends in Discord, as you can tell here. Not in the League subreddit, but actually in my own personal isolation. If you do want the thing for that, I do give it out. I am in there often, and I'm normally just sitting and recording. But I told I told them what happened, and it was brought to my attention that this is still a current problem. This still currently goes on in these boards that we are looking at right now. This still goes on in the League of Legends subreddit. It still goes on in the Discord, I'm told. And I did some poking around, and I realized that these people, I've always made it very clear that they are the friends of moderators, so they cannot get banned, they cannot get changed, and even the moderators just can't see it. And so whenever somebody speaks out about this, normally they're instantly silenced, and it's just put off as, oh man, these guys are not, I guess, how do I say it, are not legitimate, factors. These guys are just lying, creating drama for the sake of creating drama, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. I am trying to fix this legitimate issue that I, have problems with because I feel bad for that kid. I don't know who he is. I know what his name he went by. I'm not going to disclose it because I don't want to make a guy to lose his privacy on the internet. But I just think that this is becoming just a huge issue. Anyways, the storm warning is going off, so let me just fix that real quick, and I will just, sorry. So guys, in conclusion, arm yourselves. I I need lots of likes. I need lots of support on this video. I want this video retweeted. I want it voted up. If you're on Reddit right now, please upvote this video, man. I'm not looking for attention, but I am looking to spread awareness of this issue. I don't know where that kid is today, but I promise that that did not end well for him. I promise that he will not be the same because of it. I think there have been a lot of false pedo accusations. I think this is one of the times where it's not like Minecraft, where I guess you can kind of say you sort of expect it. This is a teens game. This is a game for people for all ages, and I want to make sure that League stays that way. It's a game for all the kids. Kids all the way up to the oldest player. 80 years old. That just having fun, man. And I want League to stay that way. I don't want League to become this toxic experience that some people can't be in because there's pedophiles that are just stopped by these mods. And I don't think these mobs are necessarily bad people. I don't think they don't understand that they are being manipulated by these pedos. And I've always got screenshots of this type of stuff. Some friends have sent me stuff. If this video takes off in popularity, I'll release all of that, But if nobody cares about the subject, then I don't think I need to go through the trouble to show that to you guys. But you guys may decide that, I guess. This is a problem with the League community, and I want to be part of the people that raise my voice up and say this needs to change, that this needs to stop. I see this in-game a lot in the in-game screen. I know you guys see it too, and you might think, oh, it's a subtle joke, but when the guys get the kids going and everybody else has left the lobby, it's an issue. It's a big issue. Listen, guys, I want to make League better. I know there are people out there that want to make League better. I know there are people out there that don't give a fuck, right? But the people that do care and do want to make League a better place, in fact, want to make the internet a better place, please like this video. Share it with your friends. I'm trying to get this as far as possible. Make your own videos on this shit. I want to make this something that the mods and that Riot can't ignore. Riot has to reform the message boards. They have to reform the in-game report system. I think there needs to be a button for suspect as hell, for a pedo or somebody, an internet predator. I think that needs to be a thing in Riot. I know you have the explain option, but I think there needs to be an instant clip because you see it so often that, maybe if the guy gets 3 reports, somebody has to watch something of his, look at his chats just to make sure. I know people use League to get away with their pedo talks, and messaging between that and make that their way of, coordinating with other people because most of League isn't moderated between messages between players and players, and even that it is. It's not that fairly, hardcore watched. I want to make League better. I know people out there want to make League better. Please help me make League better. I'm retweeting at Scaris and at Keemstar. I'm trying to get this on the biggest platform I can. I know the drama alert channels will eat this up, hopefully. Or even if they don't, as long as I can get some sort of attention on this, make sure to show your friends. Make sure to upvote this on Reddit if you're on Reddit. I don't know if it'll be able to stay on Reddit. In fact, I'm really scared that I'm going to be banned from the League of Legends subreddit for posting this video. Because if the mods don't like what I'm saying about them, they have the power to do that. And I'm really sitting here worried right now about what's going to go on. Because I'm afraid that, I might be silenced by people. But I thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to do the end card like I normally do. But, if you guys want to, please go ahead, like, and subscribe down below. Make sure to like. This is one of those videos that I'm going to need the support on. I'm very small, but I just think this is something that needs to be called out and needs to be called out now. Thank you guys for watching, and let's hope that, a couple days from now I'll release a video with tons of screenshots.